Hey guys, it's SlaveToTheGames, and this is day 4 of Scum. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying the previous facts as well as the ones that I'm going to be releasing now. Just remember that everything is subject to change. This is just things that I have pulled out of the threads or pulled out of the website and have been confirmed by devs at the current moment. But like I said, that can all change at any time during the game's release or even before that. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into this. The first fact I have for you is that there's going to be stealth kills eventually that will allow you to kill players and AI alike if you are undetected coming up behind them. Now, this one I'm very curious about because, are you just going to walk up to them and crouch, obviously, and then stab them in the back and kind of like slit their throat or something, or just kind of knock them over the head or something like that, where it's just an instant kill, or like, are you going to do more damage? Like, if you can do extra damage or just insta kill them, I think that'd be great because you still have to sneak up to these people. But I'm more curious about how that's going to work out. The recoil patterns are going to be random in the game, and they depend on a few things. Bullet energy, you get that from bullet speed and bullet mass when it exits the barrel, and your gun handling skill and strength. So pretty much no one's going to have the same recoil speed, width, etc. Your character is actually going to lean down and take aim down the sight of the rifle if you're in third person, or in first person, but you'll be able to see it in third. It's going to be tuned over time, so depending on the material that you're using and what you're shooting at and what angle, the bullet's most likely going to be able to enter it, tumble, and exit on different locations and hit something else until the bullet loses energy. So from what I get from this is it's actually going to be able to go through certain materials and actually ricochet around. Of course, if a bullet has less energy after exiting some material, the damage will be smaller for that projectile. Also, body's going to have different locations where the damage is going to be a little bit more than if it hit, say, just the shoulder, because they're going to be adding organs inside the body so that there's actually going to be more critical shots in some areas where it's actually going to do a lot more damage than if you just hit them somewhere like the foot or the hand or the shoulder, whereas you could actually hit them in the heart or the lung or the pancreas, etc. Right now, if you hit someone in the helmet with a shallow angle, the bullet can actually deflect off the helmet and not do any damage to the player, and this system is already in the works, but it's going to be improved on. Right now, you can carry at least 3 larger weapons, and if you have a backpack or additional holsters, you can carry even more. The main issue here is the more weight you have on your character, the slower he's going to be. So at a certain point, you're probably going to decide to pick up one primary weapon and one secondary weapon because that's probably the most practical way to play. However, if you're going to be anything like me, if I see a weapon, I'm going to take that shit with me and I'm going to keep running with it. Like, that's my fucking weapon. You know, weapons are apparently going to be rare. If I find a weapon, I'll take that. And then if I have a friend, I'll let them hold on to it so then I have less weight on me and I'll actually have a weapon to give to my friend, and it doesn't feel like I'm actually losing the opportunity to have it, you know? The formula, it's going to include, as I said earlier, the G1. What it does is it's going to include the factor of wind, temperature, altitude, pressure, and relative humidity that affect all the bullets' trajectory. You can use random objects as weapons such as rocks, sticks, brooms, gardening tools, busts, bowls, bricks, and there's going to be around 15 weapons on release, and they're going to be adding more after the EA. Lots of different melee weapons other than what I just mentioned are knives, axes, spears, 2 katanas. So look forward to having that as well. There's going to be more broad term, not broad term, but there's going to be more of a broad array of weaponry when it comes to melee, so you're not just going to be stuck with like 3 basic things. Various things are going to be happening around the island that are also planned, and this one I'm interested in. I like how they're starting to make the world feel a little bit more full rather than just being how it's DayZ, there's a few zombies, and then you run into players. They're going to be adding extra stuff as well, and this really, really impresses me, and I really want it to come through fast so that I can see it. And what's going to be appearing, just for some examples, are armed convoys of Tech 1 personnel that the players can attack and loot. Depending on the area you are roaming through, if you visit a bigger town, you'll be more zombies. If you're in a desolate area or a countryside, you'll find less. Try visiting the airport and enjoying the sight of a horde running over your dead body. Now, they say that about trying visiting the airport for a horde to run over your body, and by them saying that, it really makes me think that there's going to be like hundreds, because if there's like 15, I'm sure you could take care of 15 with a gun or something like that. So it's not really going to be that big of a threat. And they pretty much make it sound like where you go in the world depends on how many zombies are going to be there. If you're in the middle of the woods far away from any civilization, there might be like 1 zombie or none. But if you're at an airport, the way I take it from what they explained, there should be like hundreds, because that's where most of the population would be, is constantly traveling to and from. And so I take that as well for cities, towns, just a place with 2 houses, etc. Like, depending on how populated an area should be regularly is how populated the area should be with zombies, you know? And actually, one thing I have to point out is that they're not actually called zombies. Like, a lot of people call them zombies, and some people refer to them as zombies, but they're actually called puppets because they're going to be able to do a lot more than just be a zombie. They'll actually be controlled by their BCUs. One cool feature that I found while watching one of the streams is that you're able to zero in with your scopes, kind of auto-adjusting your gun to be able to aim. Say a person's 200 meters away and you have your scope at 0, you can move it up to 200 meters, and then you're fine. You don't actually have to adjust your scope and aim up, worry about moving it up farther for the 200 meters. You just have to have it aimed at the head, notch it to 200 meters, and you're good to go. You'll still have to worry about the wind and everything else I mentioned earlier, but that actually will help out a lot more people who don't have to worry about counting how many meters and then being able to figure out when they should move their scope up or not. Another feature that's going to be cool is you're going to be able to peek around corners. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do this in first person as well, because they are trying to make it to where everything you can do in first is everything you can do in third, and vice versa. So I'm going to confirm this now and just say you're going to be able to do it in both, because that's something they're really going for. Now, as far as clans, teams, and partnering up, if you decide to join up with other players that have different skill sets or abilities, it's a good chance that you're going to be able to have better chances of survival. It's important to know that differences between characters can be subtle, and you might notice them immediately. The game is not made in a way like other games are with classes and stuff, so you'll be able to fine-tune your character. If you decide to specialize in something, you're going to lose points on something else, but you will be good in that specific area of expertise. How will you leverage the knowledge to survive will be solely up to you. Also, the skill system they are making is complex, so not all the skills will be available at the launch. They try to polish out available skills as much as possible before releasing to the public. However, until they include all skills in the game, they're going to allow players to edit their characters up to a certain level. For example, when new skill arrives, you might be able to switch existing skills for that one. Some examples of this is locating someone and identifying him, etc. is in the works for people who are on your team. There's plans for team features later on, and I believe this as clans, guild, team, but guild would be a weird name for this, honestly. It's probably like teams, that's it. Or maybe like they'll call it something fancy with like sponsorship team, or you know, something like that that has to do with the lore of the game. Your clan/team challenge system will most likely be set up like this. First, number 2 in rank of your team can challenge number 1, whereas anyone else in the clan can challenge number 2 but not challenge number 1. And I saw this going through, whereas to give a little bit more explanation, is there is most likely going to be a challenge system to where, say somebody's the leader of a team or a leader of a group of people or a clan, and 10 people dislike the leader. Well, those 10 people can't challenge the leader for the spot, but the second person in line can. However, to counter that, everybody can challenge the second person and then challenge the first person if they want. I don't really know too much more for an example on that, except for maybe this is just going to be a death match and the game automatically switches out the leader automatically, or if they actually have to like have some time to leave, or if it's just the players decide if they should actually leave after doing the showdown. If it's in the game and they're supposed to automatically leave, so say I'm the leader and you guys are number 2 and you beat me, if the game automatically kicks me, I think that's fair, because then the leader can't be like, oh well, yeah, I lost, but I'm not really going to do it, because you know there's going to be people who are going to try to do that. So hopefully that is the case with that, and it's not just left up to the players, because I think that'd be a pretty cool feature. Though I can understand how that would put a lot more pressure on people to make sure that they're pleasing everyone, but when you're in a leadership position, you're going to need to be able to please the people you're with. Otherwise, then why are you leading them if you can't actually take care of them, right? Moving on. The weather is going to be fully dynamic, and we'll have snowy parts as well when the game comes out. There's trees, but as far as I know right now, and as far as I've read up, they don't block rain or wetness, so you can't hide under them. You can drink from water pumps, wells, rivers, and ponds. Also, you can fill up your bottle on the same location. They're planning to add some option to collect rain. You can't drink salty water, but you will have the option for purifying water when EA comes around. Single player is going to be there at release. I may have already brought this up, but I just wanted to go over one more time just so you know. It will be at release. You will be able to play by yourself when the game comes out, and you can play offline without servers, but you need to be connected to Steam no matter what. Once again, thank you guys for stopping by. This has been day 4 of Scum. I really hope you enjoyed this and learned something new. look out for the next video, because in the next one it's going to be going over skills and stats, and this is the biggest category I have right now. I am really looking as much as I can into those skills. I even took pictures so I can analyze them. But anyways, not to continue this ending part, the outro too long, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Look forward to the skills and stats video. I'm actually going to name it that. I'll see you guys in that video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I love how you guys are commenting. It's really giving me not just the credit that I want because I've been working hard on this, but it's giving me the motivation to keep on going because I really enjoy doing this, and I want you guys to be able to learn as much as you can before the game comes out so that you know if you want to get it or not. And you guys being able to tell me what's working and what isn't working on this video, whether I'm being too loud or the audio's not where it needs to be, the video's a little bit blurry, it's really helping me perfect the video and get it better. And with each one I put out, I'm hoping it is improving for you guys. Once again, thank you for watching this, thank you for commenting, and I will see you again in the next video.